With the world so rapidly changing this week, there was a vort on this week's parsha that I was thinking about and reflecting about a little bit. The parsha tells us of the machlokas of Korach and getting together the people against Moshe Rabbeinu with various complaints against Moshe. But it's not clear from the psukim why right now, why at this moment, what suddenly happened that turned Korach into having to rebel in such a way. What exactly was going on? It's a beautiful idea in the Sefer from Rabbi Tzion Führer, and he writes as follows. He says, what just came? What was last week's parsha about? It was about the Meraglim. What do the Meraglim have to do? What's that connection between the parsha of the Meraglim and the machlokas of Korach? And he explains something which, again, is brilliant in terms of an insight into human nature. He says, when you have a people who are united in purpose, then there is no way that you are going to be able to break them apart. Klal Yisrael left Mitzrayim and they had a goal. They had one goal. The goal was to enter into Eretz Yisrael. And as such, everybody gathered together in unity for that same purpose in order to make sure that they were going to enter into Eretz Yisrael. And when you're driven, when you have that goal, when you have that sense of purpose, then there's no way that little things and little complaints here or there are going to have any impact. But suddenly, Korach realized that after what happened with the Meraglim, now everything's different. Because Moshe Rabbeinu has said that this that only two of them are going to make it into Eretz Yisrael. This generation is not going to enter Eretz Yisrael. And suddenly, their sense of mission and their sense of purpose is destroyed. They're still alive, they have goals and perhaps aspirations as individuals, but that which united them as one people suddenly fell apart. And at that point, Korach realizes that he has an opportunity. Because when people are not united, or they don't have that common goal, so then they can be susceptible to further period, to things that are going to drive them apart. And it was specifically after the Chet of the Meraglim that Korach realized he could do whatever it was that he needed to do. We've experienced such achdus, and it happens, but oftentimes after we have this achdus and united, and everybody united to fight one battle against a common enemy, and we think and we hope and we desire that's not going to go anywhere, that's not going to disappear, and maybe the unity that is necessary is going to be something which remains afterwards. But we see often that it doesn't happen. And that is the challenge of this moment. We have gone through and seen the miracles that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has done. We're united as one in order to be able to daven and to fight and to yearn that tremendous nisim should come. And now the question is, what happens on the day after? What happens in the aftermath? We continue, hopefully, to thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu for the tremendous nisim that we saw. But we have to make sure we don't lose a sense of purpose. We still are yearning towards Geula. That is the ultimate goal, and that should still hold us together. And if we don't have that sense of, if we continue to hold on to that sense of purpose, then nothing can divide us. The other things that are going on are narishkeit. It's insignificant. Korach even understood that. Korach, who had personal aspirations for greatness, he understood that he's not going to be able to do it if he's trying to go against a united Klal Yisrael. And hopefully in the days ahead, we understand and we figure out how to continue that sense of achdus, a sense of purpose, a sense of mission that will hopefully carry us in the days ahead to continue nisim from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that we should be zocha to a geula b'mheira v'yameinu.